Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Caves of Cud, where today we embark on a grand quest to create some kind of huge biomechanical nightmare to take us up the spindle. And I'm excited, but looking at the list of things here, I'm realizing one big problem. I don't know how to tell if something is level 30 or higher. Like, obviously we have a lot of ways of getting a follower, right? We have love injectors, we have a powerful ability to proselytize, we have water rituals, but we don't have any way to see the level of a creature. As far as I'm aware, I'm level 30. So maybe if we look at a creature and it seems I don't know what it is exactly that generates the evaluations in the old am I about to die quotient. If that second thing, the thing that sometimes, goes from impossible to trivial, is just a measure of my level versus your level, then probably stuff that says average right now is around level 30. But I honestly have no idea whether we have been generally engaging with creatures that are around our level or higher or what. So choose a body seems tricky. Also, obviously, like, it matters a bunch what it is, probably, but in ways that I have no like insight into. The other thing that immediately presents a huge issue to me is a Zetachrome weapon. I don't think we've ever seen one. I know that Zetachrome is the quality of weapon above the stuff that we have been seeing, because I had seen Zetachrome weapons when I was playing the game before, I believe. But I don't think that we have ever actually seen one, which means we need to go to a place where things are more difficult and impressive. And I think what that means is the moon stare, right? Unfortunately, I don't know very much about the moon stare. We're still in Gritgate. Let me go downstairs and talk to Berthram and Clank a little bit if I can. Clank, my man, do you have any advice for me? Yeah, tell me more. Tell me more again. Tell me about. Okay, it just says Zetachrome weapon. Okay, tell me about the Hamsa. Words spoken from your experience and inscribed to form being bond. First sounds heard in creature's early dream brain. Huh. And then the power source. 3 flux drams, or there was something else. I'm sorry to do this, Berthram, but I gotta hold on. We gotta talk, buddy. Tell me again of the plan to mold a giant creature to ascend the spindle, because it's a very, very fun plan. Okay, you'll bond with the creature, act as its pilot. You'll speak an incantation to inscribe the connection. The entrails, what are they and where do I find them? As you acquire components, you bring them here. A power source. Okay, the question of power is a trickier one. Our standard power sources might suffice, but they would be vulnerable to electromagnetic attack. Clank and Q-Girl have worked out a design for a neutronic battery, which requires 3 drams of neutron flux. The alternative is remote power, which would require us to look to Chava, the Tree of Life. Reports tell of the resumption of their roaming across the moonstare. Seek the trunk at Ain Raj to begin your investigation. So I think this is how we begin. We go to a place we've never been. We see some things we've never seen. Hopefully we discover some Zetachrome weaponry on the way, right? So the fastest way to get over there is probably going to be to just pop over to the Freehold, right? Because the Freehold is real close to... Gosh, I do have a lot of stuff on me. Do I want to drop some things? I'm still carrying the repulsive device. Should I go back into the tomb and do something with this? The quest is still in our inventory. Maybe. I probably don't need this tattoo gun anymore. right. And I was going to try that thing with the drop of nectar as well. I also am carrying 15 pounds of data disks. That's fixable. All right. Well, you know what? Speaking of things that are fixable, why don't we do a little round trip here? So I'm gonna just walk over to the stilt and deliver these books. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that we could possibly do with the stilt that would matter? I feel like I have a lot of power cells. That's probably fucking up my weight. I don't know, whatever. We'll get to it. So I guess let's walk to the stilt, turn in these books, and then at the very least, I guess, go see the Gutsmonger. Oh, hey, I opened that door. I guess I have security key cards, right? You know what? Before I do that, even... Why is that glowing like that? Huh. Not fully clear to me why that has an effect on it now. Okay. Bearings regained. Oh no. Hostiles. The dragonfly? Yeah, interesting. The dragonflies are hostile enough to attack me if I'm close, but not so hostile that they will pursue me. Weird. Can you please just let me... Come on. Stop being difficult. Oh my god. I am so good at getting lost. I got lost in Birchazor. Well, alright. I guess let's, there's a treasure chest and stuff. Okay, you know what? You know what? That's enough, Mrs. Nice Truekin. I'm lasering everybody now. Everybody's getting lasered. Outlawed the practice of burying prisms under the earth. Is that? Okay, that is not new information. I was going to say, that doesn't seem familiar to me. Alright, a salve injector. Okay. So we just happened into a big supply of books. I can't believe this gun doesn't kill dragonflies in a single hit. Village Bela, 5th edition. Here, take the trinket now. Listen, just take our stupid bracelet and get out of here. Can vote myself. Oh, I am a Seppa. She is comfortable. Her movements are unrushed. Of aluminum has been rolled. They relayed a dream that was possible, and waited for Hertz to devise such a wider void. Different in character. As it is, they have yet eluded me. Too different, apparently, to even be discovered. I think we got a bit of a jacket blurb on that one. Let's see, why are there so many dragonflies here? Does there have to be so many? Stories of Eater's Flesh. My invocation of Ptah's name fixed my location and trajectory. I remember the moment when everything went wrong. My arrival was obviously a theosophist. We are a chimera, and you are ready to hear you say so? You don't want to pour? No, who would ever? I don't even like bananas. I don't even like bananas. What are you talking about? Short bow, no thank you. 2 copper nuggets. Carefully engineered to put me exactly over carry weight. Incredible play. I will disassemble this combustion shell. Oh, I'm still lost. Right, that is true. I'm not allowed to walk fast because there's a puma over there. Okay, well, at least we reached the desert. So I'm going back to my home village real quick, where I don't believe I bought a recoiler for, although now that I've said that, I'm wondering. Because, you know, if we're going to be over on this side of the map anyway, we may as well take one more swing at finding cool stuff. Yeah, I believe we have all of this. Gas tumbler. Valves pop out of flux pressurizers, and a splay of hoses allows for several input flows. I actually don't know what this is. But I think I don't care. I don't care. What are you up to? Not having anything particularly interesting. What a surprise. Okay, up to the stilt. So, first of all, do I know anything about Reshef that I didn't know before? No, sorry, not that. No, we've got all of our secrets communicated. I brought you some books, friend. 10,000 XP. Sadly, 10,000 no longer feels like quite the incredible amount that it once did. I mean, do you figure like a salt kraken is necessarily high enough level? Because like we have salt krakens in our home village, and I think I have a bunch of rep with the villagers. Maybe that could be our high level follower. Why did I come here? What am I doing? This is not... Yeah, Gutsmonger. Okay. Pointed circle. Fasting way. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Jumping ability, not really all that interesting. I don't think there's anybody else at the stealth that I particularly care to get involved with. I just wanted to drop off my books. So at this point, I think a teleporter is the move. And we can figure out whatever else in the freehold. Okay. Rokas and the Dromad Trader have refreshed their inventories. Not Bep, sadly. Bep is the one who carries, like, the coolest stuff. And sadly, does not refresh his inventory all that often. So yeah, none of this stuff is really interesting. Okay. I probably didn't really need to do that. It was 2 steps away from me. Where is the Dromad Trader anyway? Unfortunately, this thing has become useless. I guess it must be down... Oh, no, here we go. What kind... The fuck kind of pathfinding was that? A high voltage arc winder. This is an extremely expensive piece of gear. A spiral crank closes a chrome encased circuit and ejects immense amounts of charge through 2 contact tips. Smoke twirls through their white hot glow. So, first of all, it has an antimatter cell in it. That might be the reason that it's so expensive, because this is really like a lot of money. Yeah, that's really interesting. So 6d4, and if it's like the other electrical attacks we've seen, there's no like penetration roll or anything. It just does the thing. Upsides and downsides on that, because obviously like attacks where we hit, you know, an X4 or an X5 on the penetration roll do happen, and they sure are nice. You can't make that happen with an arc winder, I guess, but it still seems pretty good. That said, the odds of getting this arc winder at 14, like, I might be able to put together that much money, right? I wouldn't mind having the antimatter cell. Although, you know, we know how to make them, apparently. Or at least we will, once we're allowed to know how to make things. So, like, if I were to sell my Rainbow Weave Cloak... We could divest ourselves of some of our thermoelectric cells. I mean, just dropping all the glow spheres on it does solve the problem. And it doesn't kick me over the weight limit either. Maybe I want to hold on to these security cards. Because I think that is what's letting us open the doors, and that's pretty neat. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Hopefully I won't miss that rainbow weave cloak, but it's so hard to imagine taking off my bodysuit, you know? And then, like, do I want to just hold on to it? We don't have to discard it. Store an item. So I definitely want to put... my phase harmonic modulator in there. No, I don't. We have one already. What I want to do is sell my phase harmonic modulator. And then in this room, like, we have... These chests are as good a place as any to put stuff, right? Oh, do these get refilled periodically? I think maybe. Okay. Well, if their contents get messed with periodically, then I probably don't want to put things in them. But I can just, like, drop stuff in a pile on the floor, you know? Or I could put stuff in the cybernetics rack, probably. Like, I don't think the game differentiates all that much. Containers is containers. So, like, if I wanted to temporarily put down, like, the tattoo gun, you know, we could do that. I don't know why I'm carrying a plastic tree, but we'll disassemble that in a second. And then... Yeah, and then let's have a talk about this drop of nectar. I'm gonna put the tattoo gun down. So I'm right here by a cooking thing. We don't have an infinite amount of Sphinx salt. We don't have very much Sphinx salt, even. And I don't know how to make more. This is not a thing we can tinker. But, like, if we can get... I don't know what the effect of cooking with a drop of nectar is. My guess is that we can probably find a recipe for an Eater's Nectar injector, and we could probably make it out of a drop of nectar plus, like, something, bits. Maybe empty injectors. I don't know. I'm going to take one of these. I am going to choose some ingredients to cook with. I'm inspired to make a meal here, actually. That's interesting. So should I polygel the nectar first? Well, no. If it turns out that the nectar is not actually interesting as a cooking ingredient, then no. So that's what we're doing here. We're cooking, and then we're... so what else would be good to do? I mean, whatever it is, it's not going to be something we can do very often. I guess just, like, use some really common stuff, whatever. Bear jerky. There's never a shortage of bear jerky. So if I were to cook with these 3 ingredients, a 25% chance to gain stats. Okay. And it didn't hit. So cooking with it only gives you a chance. But it was a chance... Wait, hold on. Let me... It was a chance to gain all the stats, right? Not just one? Can we sort these by newness? Or no, they're just alphabetical. Shoot. Yeah, it's 1 point of each stat. So that's interesting. Hmm. There's no guarantee that we would get anything, even if we spent all of our polygel on duplicating that stuff. There's no guarantee that we would ever get anything out of it. But also, we totally could, and not only could we, but it could be like really good overall. I would like to return to the start of my vision before I cook that. Do I retain the information? I shouldn't. You would think, but no, I don't retain the information. Okay, so every time we cook with it, it's giving us dice to roll, right? And we'll never know ahead of time. Every time we get a Sphinx salt, we can attempt it. We can give it a roll. If not that, then what? I guess is the question. Like, what does it make sense to pour metamorphic polygel all over? Because the fact is, there is nothing at this point that would be more valuable to me than just a raw, like, a ton of stats, I don't think. A bunch of skill points. But increasing your intelligence might even give you skill points, right? You might get the points that you would have had retroactively if your skills had been higher. So maybe the thing is, we go ahead and we polygel it twice. We feel free to cook with 2 of them. And then we just hold on to the other one so that we can, if we acquire more polygel, we can always polygel it. I don't hate the idea. Yeah, getting up to the stat limit for, or the stat requirement for our various skills is like the only thing that's interesting at this point with the polygel, right? Because like we could acquire lots of copies of things. I guess if you got a cool artifact and you wanted to like dual wield them or something, there'd be that. You're certainly not going to acquire very much metamorphic polygel in general. But I think I'm gonna commit to this, actually. If I'm allowed to. I guess I don't know for sure that it lets you just spray it on anything. Yeah, we are allowed to. Alright, hopefully this is not, like, deeply stupid. But, you know, if it is, it's still sort of at least in character a little bit, so that's fun. Alright, 3 servings of Drop of Nectar. And so do I just go ahead and cook with one right now? One thing I don't know is how the random seeds and stuff are generated. Like, it might be the case that we're never going to, like, the 25% is never going to hit off of that first one because we've effectively already rolled it and the game remembers that to prevent you from cheesing it with a bunch of Sphinx salts. Totally could be. And aside from that, it doesn't really do anything fancy, so I guess there's no reason to like wait and use it in a time of great danger or anything. So yeah, I guess let's just do it. I'm gonna make a different recipe, slightly different. Can't have it all. Two big cups of whoop ass and a drop of nectar. And an abstract ooer seed. So abstract that I'm not even sure what it is, but I put it in there and I sure did eat it. Okay, so the 25% chance to gain stats is on there no matter what. Whenever you take damage, there's an 8 to 10% chance you are cured of the ill status effect. 15% of the time, if you eat an unfermented yuckweed stem, you heal to full. That's pretty... I guess you could carry around a lot of yuckweed. I don't know. None of these are like super compelling, I guess. Okay. This one does. This one, like this recipe, at least does have like a silly long-term use. And then, like, do I just eat it again? Because, like I said, there's no sense in waiting. Because the other effects of the recipe are not actually like interesting. All I'm trying to do is roll on the first effect. Nothing happened. Okay. Well, whenever we get more metamorphic polygel, that's how we'll use it. And hopefully that's not a stupid way to use it. And there it is. All right, shall we? Away to the Moonstair. So where is Ain Raj? Is this Ain Raj? This is just some Baroque ruins. Is this Ain Raj? That's Ain Raj. And up here there is Shitam, which is a place that we know there's a historical site and a relic and all kinds of stuff. And we'll try to convince some fool to follow us. The Moonstair's geometry is too disorienting to traverse via the world map. You'll have to find your way on the surface. Fun. Okay. A sense memory of roasted boar smell. Fuck no. Alright. So from here, we'd want to go up, assuming that Ain Raj is the center of that parasang. We want to go up one, or I guess like just right. When I enter, am I entering as though when I press plus here, I think I go into the center screen of the parasang. So we'd want to go over 2 to enter Moonstair territory. Then in Moonstair territory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 right. And then 1, 2... Well, 11 right and then straight upward until you hit Ain Raj, right? Okay. 11 right. The geometry is too confusing. That's not good. That's not good for me and my ability to survive there. What am I... I ran into so many Tartbeards. Holy shit. This one's their elder? Okay. Hostile and average and proselytized. Welcome aboard. I am trying desperately to shoot this thing. It is not working. My shot keeps going wild. They keep missing me entirely. I guess I'm just going to kill it with the Flissa. And then I am surrounded by corrosive gases, which I probably don't want to stand in the middle of. Oh, this is terrible. Look at all the gas. Look at all the trees getting destroyed. Look at that. Look at that ogre ape. Okay, fuck this. I'm just gonna use my tread given speed to get out of here. An interdictor. Right. I'm going to recomposite myself adjacent to it, and I'm going to rebuke it. Hey, guess what? Fucking stop that. My argument did not compute. It's not afraid of me. Okay. But I did successfully melt it. These things are worth good XP. Can break the lock. So I don't have anything to fear from the life saps, right? Yeah, because flying mammals are cool with me. Why are you so hard to hit? Actually, I did hit it. There we go. I finally killed it. Okay. That is a Svardum of some kind. A Scrounge. So, like, this Tartbeard. Is this Tartbeard level 30? It says average when I look at it. I wonder if a Tartbeard would be a good base body. What if... Actually, yeah, I wonder if it would be. A bloated pearl frog. Because, like, what if we could produce a creature that can fire big cones of acid? Hold on, we're disengaging. I do not want to investigate that. No, let me leave. And let me go back to Great Gate. I have a recoiler for this. I would offer this thing up as a body, if it is the appropriate level. Which, who can say? Excuse me, friends. I have a man with a beard to sell you. Dear Mr. Clank, choose a body? Nope. Okay. Well, I tried. Come on, apparently you're insufficient. I guess let's just teleport back to the Freehold. Okay. Am I really getting lost again on the first step? Come on. Just wasting my time. Reef Hermit's gonna be cool, right? Yeah. Wait, what are you equipped with? 3D cobblers. What? I mean, first of all, yeah, ask my location. What the fuck is a 3D cobbler? What even? Okay, never mind. Never mind, live and drink. How did I end up a space to the south? Wait a minute. Fucking, no I'm not. That is not where I am. Svardum, help. Thank you. Yeah, I got lost. I got so lost that I teleported 2 parasangs to the south. Okay. Hey, that's a greater voider. Okay, I have melted 2 of my foes. The Tartbeard is not interested in taking shit from this void spider, and neither am I. Okay, and here's its little nest. Okay, so an ogre ape reads as average as well. Might be the same level? Hard to say. I'm just going to try to get over into the Moonstare. Okay, so that probably means there's a voider around here, so let's be cautious. Let's be cautious, I said, running directly into a terrifying enemy that I do not wish to engage in melee combat. Live and drink, Bat. I thought it would be polite to stop and say live and drink. Huh. This looks like a different game. A dawning ape. It's a robot. Crushing metal arms and a pendulum gait put into motion the idea that knuckle walking was an iteration between life and machine. Artificial cheek pads blow up to terrifying size around his chrome bang head, and his face screen emotes in the key of power. Yo. And you read as tough. Interesting. Is that a Gershling? A cryptic Gershling with zigzag fangs and many claws. It shudders in the capture of some pristine ecstasy lost to space and time, and it lets out a proud and piercing whine. Okay. It's hostile, yes? It dissolved into a cloud of confusion gas. Good to know. So this stuff I can't walk through the crystal. Okay, you're creating clouds of gas, which are making my life more difficult. Okay, here there are trees. An airy tree. Look at the structure of it. These trees are made of glitch wood. The eye tries to draw a boundary around single leaves, but their light lines sputter and lose their derivatives. An icosahedar. Waxen sprigs sag to the weight of the algebraic tubers. Each one is perfect and regular. Its face is matte with sheenless platonic dew. What a fascinating place. Just when you kind of feel like you got a handle on Cud. So, okay. This was screen 1. We are crossing into screen 2 now. And I mean, if I can keep walking along the edge, this seems like the safest thing. What kind of stone is this? Just black marble? Okay, these trees are non-blocking, which I really appreciate. Also, they're not attempting to kill me, which I should have thought of before sharing a space with them. Screen 3. How far up does this go? Okay, we can... The music here is intense. What is that? There is a liquid here. It is asphalt. And a corpse? Tar-encrusted bones. I mean, I'll go have a look. Really? Nothing I can interact with? Oh, okay. Nothing to them. Tissue was mineralized while it grew and then snapped off the tree of living things to become an artifact of life. It was then stewed in burnt peat and turned to a hard goo. Hard to argue with. Flowers? Crystal flowers. So this here is screen 4. I think it is turning out to be very good that we are allied with robots. It may be the case that I should proselytize one of these dawning apes and bring it home. Screen... Oh, I swell with inspiration. Shit, was that 5 or 6? Something is giving off... I need to, something's giving off a field or something. I probably don't want to know what it is. I will do our best to just avoid combat. Well, I do need to try to find creatures though, right? And also loot. So maybe this, like, sneaky, don't touch the Gershlings thing isn't the right play? There's a road here. I wonder where it goes. I'm going to stick to the plan, even though I have now lost count. I think I'm on 8. And it needed to be 11, right? What is that? An n-dimensional star shell. Pointy and expressive scutes range across the broad back as a map-made mosaic. We've seen one of these before. The topography of an other place is rendered in interdimensional keratin. There exists a dimension known as the blank trefoil, I have realized. from observing this thing? Because I guess that's where it's from, and somehow I know that? Part of me thinks I should just flip. I should just try to flip more creatures, you know? I'm a little curious. Oh. Some kind of combat's occurring. Large hexagonal crystals are being destroyed. Trees are being destroyed. Oh, the tart breath is fighting some Gersh. Alright, well, let's not walk through the confusion gas. I can't take you anywhere. Alright, we'll have to go over. Oh, I caught some confusion. Something's, yeah, it's one of these Gershes attacking me. Let me just back out in a general direction of, oh no. Oh, I know about that. I saw the shape of a chrome pyramid teleport in. I remember the chrome pyramid. I have seen such a thing in the past. Okay, so those things are what are projecting that field, maybe? We do not want to get involved with the chrome pyramid. We are not. Well, I don't think I'm prepared for that. I guess I don't really know. Is that a Dromad caravan? Salt Kraken and Psychic Thrall. Oh. Ushum no longer. Legendary Archdervish of the Sightless Way. Oh, this is not good to be around. An Astral Tabby. He's got the whole caravan under his thrall. Okay, we want to go away then. Okay, what do you mean blocked by a large hexagonal crystal? I know I was allowed to walk through here not that long ago. Ah, shit, they followed us. Well, I think I am likely to lose my Saltbeard. Saltbeard? My Tartbeard. That's fine. They're fast, and they're ahead of me. They know where I'm trying to go. Okay, he survived. A zero gel. Particles pop on a glassy placenta, separating the disordered world from a great inner dome of even vaster disorder. It moves in a quantized foxtrot, quivering across the boundary of local spacetime, and only settling somewhere when entanglement demands it. Okay, obviously it would be very good. Uh-oh. Something just EMP'd us, I think. I'm gonna just sit for a second and see if my stuff comes back online. What are you? A Gyre White Apotheote. Her stomach is greasy and bloated from the curdled hemolymph, and her limbs are shrunken and folded. She is the vessel of the metamorphic Newman now. The scars of her scrambled egg genome underwrite her slumping body like bright scabs. Yeah, gun's not live. None of my equipment's gonna work, right? Like everything I have has gotta be pulsed. Well, okay, one of my spheres is on, so okay, not everything. Do I have a gun that will run right now? My grappling gun is the only thing. Actually, I can't tell. Oh, this is the MP2, okay. This should be loaded. I'm gonna spend a turn loading that. In the time that I spent loading that, nothing became un-EMP'd. In fact, the grappling gun, which I think wasn't EMP'd before, got EMP'd. Is my Chris? Yeah, my Chris is on the fritz. I kind of gotta wait. I mean, I can run this thing off, obviously. I could also try to, like, tag it with the love injector. Oh, I forgot to disassemble. Obviously, I have the ability to try to just, like, run it off. Overwhelmed with terror, because it knows who is actually the scary thing here. And now that that is done, like, do I want to berate this thing and try to make a friend of it? We could attempt to proselytize. The shape of this, we could construct a true horror for our climb. It might work. I'm faster than you are. I'm catching up. It refuses to speak with me unless berate and proselytize. Unconvinced. Okay. Then how about you die? 38 damage. Not too bad. Yeah, we're getting reliably very juicy hits here. And then I back off, and then... Uh-oh. Stuff's breaking, whatever. Okay. 900 XP. Not too shabby. Did you have to leave a huge cloud of toxic gas in front of you? In front of us? Yeah, I can't go forward at all. So, how many screens am I still supposed to travel forward? I think it is either 1 or 2. We might be in the right place now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to go up the right side of this screen. And we're just going to dance back and forth across the line a lot. Obviously, it's going to be quite a number of northward passages before we're in a place where we even might be approaching Chava. Or not Chava, Einroj. A cycle rhythm rock. Stalactitic prisms stutter hum the compressed thought stuff of trillions across the psychic sea. I don't know if I want to walk next to that. We'll give that a little bit of distance. Alright. Okay. I mean, nothing happened. I feel a little bit better, though, not being on top of it. I'll tell you what, I definitely think that if it gets destroyed, that would probably be bad. I am not feeling great about having brought an acid cloud shooting follower in here. It's got me a little nervous. Whew. I hate that my plan now is to go north until... Not that I would have remembered the distance. It's part of the reason that I didn't try to remember it and then count it off as we traveled, because I knew I wouldn't do it. Right, I barely managed, and perhaps did not manage the much smaller number. Okay, there is a pyramid on this screen. Just keep moving. Oh, there it is. Space and time rattle off their hinges and tear your perception apart. Through the new crosshatch of consciousness, sound only comes through in waves. The sheen of chrome explodes in supernova, and you slowly become aware of the furrowed volume of air around the shape of a monstrous pyramid. So first of all, yeah, it's covered in this force field. It's got a distortion field, which is what is rolling off of it, the qualities of which I don't even have a guess at. And then on top of it, equipped with swarm rack, as you saw there, which means that it can fire, 8 missiles per action or something. Like, it's a bad time. The point is that it's not good to be around it. The Dream Krungle to the northeast focuses their krungling gaze. Excuse me? Anchor shanks wet with a nameless slick do a stubborn glomming onto the ground. A saucer rife with nubs bends upward, and sitting inside it, a steamy globe gurgles sounds of the other world. There are processes at work on these moist and inner clouds, but their rules are locked beyond knowledge. I'm being crungled. I sprint to a place of no, you can't see me anymore. And then I go around. For I am not to be crungled. Was that harmful? I don't know. What is scumgrass and a giant amoeba? What? And a bunch of slime. Huh. It's like, oh, there's a dream crungle over there. Look out. It's like encountering... It's like being on the moon and then encountering a street from your hometown. It's like, why... The things that I am seeing are not themselves worrying, devoid of context, but the context does make them a tiny bit worrying. Okay, so there's a dream crungle up ahead, but also a pool of warm static and the Unimax. Horsehair carpets her beautiful brawn like white rain on the pale sea, and then it's battered by streamers of magenta mane. That and her tail are pennants of a lost and never kingdom. Over the head a dream is promised. Bone races itself to a nothing point and is sheathed by time's breath in the keratin of glitter. I mean, that's probably a pretty sick... What if our crazy robot was a unicorn? Was a huge, terrifying unicorn. Can I... creature. Trust you? Okay. Well, I kind of wanted to go... not touch the warm static, but try to, like, grab some. I will not be crungled. You cannot crungle me this day. What are these... What are these bits? Would I rather have this than a crungling? Maybe? Okay, the answer is nothing. The answer is this does not mean anything at all. None of it is of a concern. I would love to continue to travel upward. That's the thing. What is it? A monad. A turnian of transformations are given sharp shape against the fuzzy physics of Earth time. We've seen a monad before. The triangle is inert and of an algebraic substance. Do you want to talk to me? Let's trade? Inscrutably being. Live and drink if you can do either of those things in a way that means anything. It is very hard to go up from this location. We might have to take more of a detour than I was hoping. Okay, let's see if we can get back to the wall. See, this is weird. Why is this like this? Oh. I waded into a pool of dilute warm static. I feel a bit glitchy. I'm feeling a little entropic right now. Liquid pools into a cistern of air and ground. Okay, so you can use the pour command even on a thing that you shouldn't be able to pour to fill just a container with it. How much does that weigh? It's pretty heavy. It's about the same as like any other full container of liquid. Now I have warm static. What does it mean to be warm static? The dilute entropic dawning ape is no longer immobilized. Good for it. What a triumph. I seem to have... Well, I was going to say I seem to have stopped glitching because I'm not turning into a tilde anymore, but it does still say dilute entropic on me. It is still a condition I possess. Oh, an acid weep. How odd. So not only is that obviously a chrome pyramid that is right there, but also look at all the space-time vortices. I am fleeing, in the hopes that it did not perceive me. Okay, dandy caps are fine. Dandy caps are not one of the kinds of mushrooms that will spore you. Okay, so the chrome pyramid does not seem to have had any interest in us. Hi, a leering stalker. What do you reckon a blast cannon is? A quad of machine presses were ripped from the vaulted roofs of their under-earth mills and welded to the casket of an earth mover. 2 antennae touch the ever stream of data in the dead air, and a spray of red light widens out of a half-lidded eye. So, like, this is always just a concern, right? You can never know for sure that you're not going to enter a new screen adjacent to a leering stalker. What you can do is recomposite yourself elsewhere and just run away really fast. Because some of us have cheats. Should I wait here? Maybe I wait here until recomposite's off cooldown. Just, you know, for maximum safety. I gotta be honest with you though. I'm feeling capable. I'm feeling famished. I'm feeling like starting a fire here is likely to destroy some laws of physics, but... Moonstare and tar pools. We continue north. In theory, we are near Ain Raj. My assumption is... Can we talk? Can I traverse? You sniffle and sneeze. You have nothing to trade. Your home is on your back, friend. Apparently I believe you to be some sort of turtle. Because that's the thing I say to turtles. Okay. So I really don't have any idea now where we are or how close we might be to Ain Raj. I am a little concerned that I might be missing it by a column or maybe even 2 columns. It continues to just say Moonstare. So I guess, you know, I'm a little worried that if we Dream Krungle. Don't krungle me. I shall not be krungled this day. I don't know what it means, but don't do it in any case. Words. I was saying, you know, I'm a little worried that if we try to zoom out to the map to reorient, that it's going to do the Rainbow Wood thing to us. And we will immediately teleport elsewhere and become irreparably lost. Unconsolably lost. So I don't really have a plan except to continue in the way of our current goings. And eventually we're gonna hit the north wall, I guess. That'll tell me that I'm definitely too far. Mountains. Okay, well, we can probably come out now. We're on mountain tiles. Where am I? I did walk all the way through the... Okay, well, let me tell you something. I forgot you can stand on these tiles. So, that's one problem. The fact that you can You can stand on mountain tiles. Means we can traverse the edge. Okay, the acid weep was past it. So I'm not allowed to move on the map on the mountain tiles, but we can walk around the side on these tiles and get a lot closer. So the smart thing to do, like the easiest way to get to Ain Raj would be to travel east, right? Along the edge. Oh, that's Shumu over there. I don't think I'd even noticed that. But obviously, because, you know, there's only 2 screens of Moonstare between the mountains and Ain Raj there. But obviously going west gets us Shitam. But I guess if we could visit Shumu, perhaps it is worth going this way. So I am going to, I guess, actually, right now, I'm going to just call it. That's where I'm going to leave it for the moment. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We have successfully traversed the Moonstare. That's not what I was trying to do, but we did do it. When you come back next time, we're going to maybe take a slightly more thoughtful path to this. Surround it, walk around it in the mountains, maybe check out some very fancy historical sites up here. And then eventually, we are going to seek this trunk. And who knows what kind of insane things might happen there. Come back next time to find out, and we'll see you then.